Hi guys, and welcome back to Accelerate. I'm Kenny, and today we're back with the TT RS to do a review and have some fun. Let's go. So, this is Drew, my cousin. He's usually behind the camera, but today we're going to go through all the modifications together. So over to you.
Performance-wise, what turbo are we running?
So you got a TTE500 Hybrid turbo, which was fitted by MRC a few years back. The previous owner added that.
Fueling-wise?
I believe it's an Autotech high-pressure fuel pump.
Intake?
Intake, she's running an 034 carbon intake with a K&M filter because the previous owner said it's obviously bigger is better. She's also running a carbon snorkel that goes into the box.
I can see a very special intercooler.
Yep, she's got the APR front mount in it, which I believe is all the way from America.
Good job. Exhaust wise?
Exhaust is turbo back, Scorpion exhaust. Currently has a sports card fitted, which is Scorpion as well. But I do have the decaf for it. However, MOT's coming up, so it'll stay legal. Right, we're going to talk about some of the exterior mods now. Obviously, first thing first, the 19-inch wheels I had fitted. The Veemann VF39s in gunmetal with a polished spoke. I had these fitted with Michelin PS4 tyres, which, as everybody should know, are pretty spot on. Standard rotors with EBC yellow stuff pads. I think they're brilliant. Some people not too sure, but I still think they work really well. We got the front maxton designs and side skirts. Only a little, once again, little effective, I think, personally. That's one thing that drew me to the car. And here we have the dynamic indicators, which we fitted on the last video, and the shot that everyone's been asking for. There they are. So at the back we got the rear diffuser. Once again, I'm not sure what brand that is. It was fitted by the previous owner, off eBay, I believe. Suspension wise, it's running on BC Racing BR series coilovers. So many adjustments, I don't even know what it does.
And who was it mapped by?
Mapped by MRC, all done by the previous owner.
And tell the people what sort of power it's pushing.
She was dynoed at 507 horsepower and 740 newton meters of torque.
Let's go for a drive. Wheel-wise, you had the option to go 20s, but obviously you didn't.
Well, I did. Unfortunately, it just didn't ride the same. It was, you know, alright, it's not super smooth now, but it was a lot harder. It just didn't feel as panted as it does now. Yeah, I didn't get as much feedback from the steering, and it just didn't feel right. So yeah, I switched back to 19s, but obviously I have my own choice now. Yeah. So that's why I chose the Veemanns.
Exhaust wise, I know it came with a different exhaust when you had it.
Yeah.
I will put in a clip. As good as a 5-pot sounds, this thing was, and I love a loud car, but this was overpowering. I'll insert that now. But now we have gone. Do you want to explain what? Because it was basically a straight pipe.
It was a straight pipe from the turbo back. The previous owner spoke to Scorpion, and he actually custom made him a rear section which had a race pipe in it. Yeah, yeah, which is pretty exclusive. but it was just so loud.
Constantly.
For 17 again, it'd be like, I would think I was
yes,
the
that would be the one.
Unfortunately, again on a bit now, and
you can't get away with that anymore.
Nah, not as well. People look at that guy with his midlife crisis, you know. It's not good.
Looks like this with satellites, idling lovely. It's not intrusive at all.
Yep. We'll see. They've still got the active exhaust, so you can open and close the valve if you want. Yeah. I do like it open because it's not too drony. You know, it's nice. It does give us a nice little pop every now and then.
Right guys, so we've just been for a drive. It is hard to portray just how well this car pulls. So what we did do, I'll insert a few clips here of my reaction and more importantly Liam's reaction, the guy who's been helping us today. It is a genuine reaction, but I'll insert that now. Sweet.
First go in the TT RS. Hell, man, Jesus Christ! Probably shouldn't swear, but the torque is insane. Oh my God! No! Ah! Oh, dude, slow down, slow down, slow down. I can't take it. I honestly can't. Yeah, you wanted a genuine reaction. There's me peeing my pants.
And one more thing we've done for you guys, for science sake, is to get a good comparison. So what we've done is put the car up against Liam's car that he's been following us in, which is a BMW 330 Ci, roughly about 230 brake from standard, and let's have a look. I know that wasn't a fair comparison, but unfortunately we don't know anyone with a supercar that would be a fair competitor to the RS. But we had the Veemann. It's not exactly a slow car, especially back in its day, so it was just a comparison to show just how well this thing pulls.
We love Veemanns too.
I'm a Veemann guy myself. I actually own an E36, which will be coming up very soon, possibly the next video, but as I said, just for comparison purposes.
So that about wraps it up for today. Final thoughts on the car? I enjoy it. It's super fast. It's the fastest thing I've ever owned. The handling is phenomenal. The speed is insane. The torque is just unbelievable. I just don't quite connect with it, so I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Be prepared. It might be up for sale soon. Right then, guys. So we need your help. What would you buy if you had a budget of around £12,000? Something fun, something exciting, not to be used so much as a daily, more of a weekend toy. Can you please leave your comments in the section below? Give us some advice, give us some options, give us some help. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, please, guys. And also, please give us a hand in helping us pick the next project. See you soon.